and welcome back to the Recovering Collector. As I bang the desk. Welcome back to the Recovering Collector here on New Toy Robot. I am Michael Jason Francis. 1986, man. So they brought out a movie that was actually essentially a toy commercial. I'm gonna read you a direct quote about this film by one of the voiceover artists. He's more than a voiceover artist. He's freaking Orson Welles. There was some crazy star power behind this film. I'm going to read the quote, and then I'll tell you what it is. I'm sure you already know from the title, but from Orson Welles. The Japanese have funded a full-length animated cartoon about the doings of these toys, which is all bad outer space stuff. I play a planet. I menace somebody called something or other. Then I'm destroyed. My plan to destroy whatever it is thwarted. I tear myself apart on screen. From Mr. Orson Welles. I'm talking about Transformers the movie. The animated movie. I've seen this movie so much. I grew up with Transformers. I'm not going to talk... Transformers came out before 1986, of course. But I'm specifically going to focus on... Let me show you what I have here. Hasbro has brought out a line of their Studio Series figures, and it's for Transformers the movie, the 1986 Transformers the movie. So, there's no way I'm going to be able to open all these and talk about what I want about in one episode. So this is part one. So buckle in, people. It's going to be a long, bumpy ride. But this is part one, and I'm going to unbox one or two of these figures today. But I was like, this is it. This is the time that I talk about my love for Transformers the movie. I saw the Michael Bay films. The figures, it was just basically one big computer animated showing off of look how many parts we can have moving in one robot. I don't know. It was just, I'm not going to talk about those. I'm talking about this. When I first saw this, I didn't see it in the theater. I wanted to. I remember seeing it on the marquee of a movie theater by me and going like, oh my gosh, I need to see this. And it didn't happen. You know, when you're a kid, it's not really under your control about what movies you can see. So I waited until it came out in video. And I remember going to the video store and being like, waiting for, because there was like this little tag, this little circle tag that would hang over. Honestly, it was like the tag that you'd use to identify your keys. Well, this video store had the empty box, and then there'd be a tag there, and you take that tag off and you bring it in and say, like, I want this movie. And so every week I'd be going in trying to find to make sure they had this movie. It took forever, and I finally saw it. And man, was my world rocked. There was so much death and destruction. So basically, Hasbro's idea was, this was their idea, so their first toy line, as everyone calls it now, is Generation 1, came out and was very popular. And they're like, we're going to bring out some new toys. But what they decided to do was they're like, we're going to just kill off a bunch of your favorite characters to bring in the new ones. And they did it in this movie. More later. First, as you know, when you watch the show, I talk about the year, the things that went down when that movie came out. And I know these figures aren't from 1986, but they reflected the movie. So I'm going to talk about things that happened during 1986, because a lot happened in 1986. Once again, I'm using thepeoplehistory.com. Not affiliated with them, sponsor, anything like that. They're just really fantastic. And the things that went down in 1986, just off the top, is the Challenger exploded. If you're my age, you were in school and you were watching this on TV, and suddenly the space shuttle blew up. Okay? I remember walking home from school going like, what happened? Like, there was no grief counselors or huge conversation. Like, any type of counselors that come and talk to you about whatever you just saw or what was happening. This was 1986. So basically, it was like, oh my God, shut off the TV. Everyone was silent. No, there was tears. I remember there being tears. Oh, I think my teacher was crying because I think there was a teacher aboard. Anyway, yeah. So, and I just walked home, and I don't even think I talked to my parents. I don't even think my parents even checked in on me and be like, "Hey, space shuttle blew up. You okay?" Like, I don't even think they checked in on me with this. So the space shuttle blew up. So 1986, the space shuttle blew up. Also, speaking of things blowing up, Chernobyl happened. Let me just find out. Hold on. I want to pull that up because that was just crazy. So basically, the Soviet nuclear reactor at Chernobyl explodes on April 26th, causing a release of radioactive material across much of Europe. So that happened also in 1986. If you haven't seen the miniseries HBO had about Chernobyl, I mean, it's a tough sit, but it's really, really interesting how things went down, and it's as accurate can be because I think the Soviet Union was pretty hush hush about everything that happened. But they basically just built like a container over and under the reactor, and that's how it is right now. It's just kind of all contained under concrete and steel and just held in this like bowl of evil. So Chernobyl, that was crazy. Hold on real quick. There was one other thing. The Oprah Winfrey Show started in 1986. I wasn't watching it then. Maybe my mom was. Halley's Comet. So Halley's Comet, here we go. March of 1986. Just after Halley's Comet had its closest approach to Earth during the previous month, multiple space probes belonging to various countries and their space agencies had their chance to observe the comet as it went past. So I remember the Halley's Comet. So like a lot of stuff went down during 1986, not just Transformers the movie. Which as a kid, that's all I really, cared about it. No, I cared about the space shuttle. Hands Across America, that was a crazy thing. If you saw, oh my God, with the scissors, why am I blanking on it? Oh no. Oh my God, the Untethered. Why can't I remember the name? Somebody in the chat help me out. Anyways, that's the link between those. But the Hands Across America happened in 1986. Why can't I remember the name? It was so good. The first movie was Get Out. And then it was... Oh my God. Woo! Oh boy. If you knew how I spent my nights during Halloween Horror Nights a couple years ago, and the fact that I can't remember this is bad. This is age happening. Wow. Okay. Anyways, and then Phantom of the Opera. Phantom of the Opera premiered. I actually did see it. I got to see it, and I think it was it with Robert Guillaume or Michael Crawford? I don't know. I remember actually seeing it. I saw it with my father, which was really odd. Because, yeah, if you knew my dad, with him to see a musical was not really, but it happened. I think he did it out of spite, because I think he was originally going to take my mom, and then something went down, and he took me instead. And so that explains why my mom didn't talk to me for a while. Anyways, so Phantom of the Opera. Wait. Oh, my God. The first Studio Ghibli? I always say it wrong. First Studio Ghibli film came out, and it was Lupita, Castle in the Sky, was released August of 1986. If you haven't seen Lupita, it's amazing. It's really good. The dub version has like Mark Hamill as the voice of the villain. Check it out. It's really cool. There's stuff about the... Oh, wow. Geez Louise. Mad cow disease happened in 86. Mir space station. So a lot of things were happening in 1986, and a bunch of my favorite Transformers died too. Real quick, I always like going through the cost of living for 1986. So basically, the average cost of a house was still under 100,000. We haven't even broke 90. Like it's crazy that it still hasn't even broken 100,000 yet in 1986. The average rent was $385. I've never paid anything that cheap for rent before. Average price of a new car was like $9,000. Price of gas, 89 cents. Gas went up this weekend. How fun was that? Woo! I like how it says a gallon of petrol. So I guess on the other side of the pond, it was $189. £1. I don't know. I don't know the money for Britain. For Britain, that was terrible. I apologize for doing that. A Ford Mustang cost $7,000. You know, my parents had like an '80s Mustang, and it was awful. And I think it was like burgundy. The Mustangs during the '80s weren't that great. And don't someone's gonna say like, what about the 5.0? But it's just like, you know, so ooh, hello. I'm gonna. Who is this person? Cosmic Ray ZWDW. Hi, welcome to the show. Thanks for coming. um, a Plymouth Colt was $4,000. Could you realize you can buy a brand new car for like $5,000? How crazy is that? That's insane. Um, let me just get down to. I want to check out one more thing. They always have this fun stuff about pop culture and toys, but the popular films of 1986: Top Gun, Crocodile Dundee, Platoon, Karate Kid Part 2, Star Trek IV: The Voyage Home. I remember that being very slapsticky. I've watched the first three. You've probably heard me say this over and over again. I watched the first three, and you know, they've been good. Third wasn't so great. The fourth one I remember really liking. I remember seeing that in the theater. Aliens, not Alien, Aliens. That's when we got our little taste of Aliens action movie instead of just horror. Ruthless People, The Color of Money, and The Money Pit. I didn't see The Color of Money. Was that the Tom Cruise pool table thing? Us! Sorry. Us, right? Wasn't that it? Was that the horror movie with the scissors? Get Out? Yeah. Jordan Peele? Us? Was it Us? Oh, God. My brain. Popular musicians were Billy Joel, Lionel Richie, Van Halen, The Police, Debbie Harry, Simply Red, The Pretenders, Genesis, Prince. Prince has been the last couple shows. The popular programs were Magnum PI. A lot of these are like the same. Dynasty, Falcon Crest, Hill Street Blues. If you've been watching the rest of these other episodes, you'll be hearing a lot of the same stuff. Remington Steele, The A-Team. These guys were still hanging on. Murder, She Wrote, The Cosby Show. The Bill. This is a UK show. Yep, you're right. Yeah, totally. Star Trek, The Wrath of Khan, and Voyage Home. Yeah, definitely. I agree. I really liked the first Star Trek movie. I was just like, whoa. I didn't realize how much I enjoyed it. And I don't know if it's because I was watching the director's version. But the first Star Trek movie, if you just kind of sit and chill with it, it's actually pretty good. And the Twilight Zone movie. Oh, wow. The mother of dragons, Amelia Clark, was born in 1986. And then Lady Gaga. Wow, 86, man. So that's your little trip down to 1986. I like to bring up this stuff about like what happened the year these things came out, because you can kind of see how everything was being influenced when these films were being made. But so Transformers the movie, let me get back to that now. When I saw Transformers the movie, Optimus Prime. Now, this is going to have some spoilers, but this movie came out in 1986, and if you haven't seen it yet, then I'm sorry. But besides a couple of the other Transformers dying, Optimus Prime died. Optimus Prime for me growing up was like my dad, was my version of a dad. He was kind of like my moral compass was like, it was like everyone had those little what would Jesus do kind of things or whatever like that. Mine would be like, what would Optimus Prime do? So Optimus Prime died. Like I remember watching it and the next day going to school and like we're all in the jungle gym, doing like jungle gym kid stuff. And we start talking about it. I'm like, hey, did anybody else cry when Optimus Prime died during the movie? And I remember my friends just silent and looking at me. And that was when I realized I need to hide my feelings. But yeah, it was crazy, And this movie, so Transformers the movie had, okay, so I told you about Orson Welles. Orson Welles was a giant planet named Unicron. Speaking of Star Trek, Leonard Nimoy was the voice of Galvatron. Galvatron was who Megatron became after he got beat down by Optimus Prime. Judd Nelson if you were a fan of The Breakfast Club, Judd Nelson of The Breakfast Club was Hot Rod. So like these are the names. Oh, and Eric Idle from Monty Python. Eric Idle played Wreck-Gar. He was like on the Planet of Junk. So like this is the star caliber that was attached to this film. I think it cost them. I think it cost like $5 million to make this film, and it made like barely $2 million. Like it was a bust. If you read, I wonder, did I didn't print out. I was reading some of the reviews. Like Leonard Maltin was like, he was harsh, man. Yeah, an eclectic mix of voice actors. That's a nice way to say it. Because it's so like just the fact like Orson Welles died like a month after this was completed. Like this was his last film, and at least a couple kids knew who Orson Welles was after that, besides from Citizen Kane. But like, actually, like that's insane, So basically, like I mentioned before, this was Hasbro's way of cleaning the palette of these toys to bring out the new ones. Even on the poster, I think Bumblebee and maybe Jazz are the only of the original G1 Transformers that were on the Transformers the poster. Wait, I actually have a picture of it here. So I was like, I'm gonna try. I always like doing some research, and I was like, I'm gonna check out and see what's on the internet about Transformers the movie. It can't be too much. This was from one site. If you're like totally needing a Transformers fix and needing information, go to, it's like Transformers Wikipedia basically, .net. Like, just visit that site. Not affiliated with them. That I couldn't believe all the stuff in here. The synopsis stuff alone was just incredible. But let me just look at the poster real quick. I wanted to check out the poster, and because I think it's just Bumblebee. Is it even Bumblebee? It's like nobody. There's like nobody on this thing. But this website had so much stuff, right down to besides the quotes and stuff to it, and there's some doozies in here. But there was just like everything that was wrong in the movie, all the animated mistakes, whatever was just like continuity issues. Like, I don't know if it was for a love of this film or they just decided they were just gonna tear it apart. But like it's right down to the fact, like, here, listen to this. As Devastator lays into the walls, shrapnel is white where he should be black. Like, that's literally, that's like the kind of things that are in it. Like, it's crazy. I don't know if it's out of love or maybe it's hate, but there's so much stuff in this. The soundtrack I'm going to talk about for part 2, because that in itself is pretty crazy. The things on it, and look up the song for next week if you want to. The song "The Touch," and where it's been other than this movie. You'll be kind of shocked. I'll mention it. I'll tell you next time. It talks about like the comic and stuff like that. Where is? I was trying to find. Oh, here's the box office stuff. Yeah, it literally it. If you look about, you could see like during the 80s, making cartoon films was not very profitable. Like GoBots Battle of the Rock Lords, I think I saw that in the theater, barely broke $1 million. This is like worldwide stuff. Heathcliff the movie did like almost $3 million. The My Little Pony movie rocked it with almost $6 million. And the Care Bear movies did over $8 million. So look at this though. So American Tail and The Great Mouse Detective. So we got Disney and John Bluth. John Bluth. Yeah, Don Bluth. I'm old. The Great Mouse Detective, like $25 million. An American Tail, $47 million. Like, that's just, if you look about all those other films that came out, and then you had the powerhouses like Disney and Bluth, because Bluth used to work for Disney. I mean, that's just crazy. Like, that's how cutthroat the market is. I think things are a little bit more different now, as far as maybe because There's more international sales involved. Because Transformers was really big with Japan. Because it was actually Transformers. I'm not going to talk too much about the toy line, but Transformers were originally a Japanese toy line that was brought over here and was like, hey, we're going to make a cartoon specifically to promote these toys. Oh, hold on. What we got here? In grade school, Transformers, GoBots, G.I. Joe, He-Man, Thundercats, Voltron. Yeah, no, you're 100% right. Man, Thundercats, I don't know if Thundercats was really cool. I don't know if anybody, I mean, Thundercats, not Thundercats Go, but they did like a Thundercats Go version, right? To bring out now. And it's weird for them to take Thundercats, especially the villain in Thundercats was like Mum-Ra, who was this really freaky looking mummy guy. And for them to make it all silly and cute now is kind of weird. But Voltron, all this stuff. Like, these were like some pretty heavy things. And then G.I. Joe, the movie, I think was kind of being made around this time. Also was focusing on a death of a major character. I don't know. I can't remember if they actually killed him off or they changed at the end. They changed their mind. But it's so weird that that's how they were trying to progress with their toy line, was like killing the characters. So I want to. I'm going to open up one of these just to check this, to let you guys see this, because this show is about an unboxing. I'm going to go with. I'm gonna go with Grimlock. Let's do Grimlock, this bad boy here. Grimlock is pretty cool because it comes with wheelie. Yeah, exactly, Grimlock. Here, I'm gonna let me go back to this. Look at this. I got such a glare, sorry for my lights. But it comes with wheelie. It's Grimlock. And what's really cool. See, I didn't have Grimlock. That's why I wanted this so bad. See, I didn't have Grimlock. I always wanted it. That's so awesome you had Grimlock. I didn't have Grimlock, and I got him for this. What's really cool about these, I'm going to start opening this thing up. Let me get my face in here. Is that they made all of these figures, and this is what they didn't do this with the original toy line. All these figures are to scale to the size they would be as if these Transformers were real. Let me get my special cutting tool. By special, it means scissors. So they made these to actual scale. So like Jazz is the size Jazz would be. Grimlock, that's why he's in such a big box, is bigger than everybody else. And I mean, look at this. I mean, Wheelie can actually sit on Grimlock. I mean, that's so freaking cool. These also have backgrounds from the cartoon, so you can display your figures. Let's see here. Boom, boom. And then let me pull out the background. Oh, this is nice. Oh, okay. That's the background. So you got a little stand for the background, and then I guess this. I'm gonna say, I think it said it, but I think this is the Quintesson planet. Quintesson? Quintessons were these weird egg things. These weird egg things that had these tentacles that ran this planet with Sharkticons. Where did you get Grimlock? Okay, this is insane. So I saw this one at a Target here in LA. And I was like, oh my God, they actually have it. I have to get this because it's going to be gone because it's hard to get anywhere else. Now this Target, it's over on La Brea. And they had like 3 of them. This was yesterday. So I guess they're out there, but you got to find the Target that everyone, I guess, doesn't go to. This is a smaller Target, more of a local Target, but they had 3 of them yesterday. On eBay, he's going for like $80 to $100. He is. I think the actual retail price for this guy is like $50. But on eBay, it's ridiculous. So let me start cutting him out. Oh, shit. Yeah, so I think this line is still coming out. I don't know what it is. This Target over by me, man, in LA, for some reason, gets things earlier. Like a couple of the Star Wars figures I picked up, there's a couple of them up here. They get the stuff before they're supposed to even come out yet. Go to, and I'm not affiliated with them, but check it out, entertainmentearth.com. I've just kind of started using them for picking up figures and stuff like that, and they're pretty cool. It's entertainmentearth.com. Take a look. They might actually have some, and I thought it was still at the regular price. Okay, I need to cut Grimlock loose here. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna get Wheelie out first. Let me get Wheelie out. Oh, Wheelie, you're so cool. Wheelie, I'm gonna go with the fact that I think he does not actually transform. That's kind of a bummer. Hold on, real quick. Let me just get back to this here. Here's Wheelie, and not only does he not transform, but he can't straighten his legs. He's got his slingshot, which can come out. You can take the slingshot out, but he's got his little slingshot. But Wheelie cannot transform. He can't bend his he can't bend his arms, and he can't straight. He looks great. I mean, that's the best kind of to look at him. He looks amazing, but it's like, come on, man, make Wheelie transform. Like he can't stand on his own. So like when Grimlock's transformed, does he just hang out on his shoulder like a parrot? That's kind of crazy. Here we go. Cutting out his gun. So like I said, I didn't have Grimlock. As a kid when he first came out. But if everyone remembers, the Transformers used to be made out of like metal. There were some plastic parts. Sorry, it's getting loud. But they were basically made out of metal. Let's put this over here. Grimlock here, who looks awesome, is completely plastic. He's like super plastic. He's heavy. There's some bulk to this guy. But he's 100% plastic here. Let me switch back so I can try and transform this beast here. All these little plastic things in the way. He looks cool. Now, do I use the instructions on how to transform him, or do I just figure it out? I'm going to use the instructions. I never looked at the instructions as a kid, but this time, you know what? I'm gonna do this. There's a lot of instructions here. Let's see here. So you're from So we got something from Chicago here. How are things in Chicago? How's things over there? LA here is just, we have kind of warm weather, but I hear everyone else is getting like slammed with snow and stuff. Same here with He-Man. I watched the show but didn't have the toys, so now the He-Man origin figures are out. Oh, yeah. Check it out. Recovering from snow and ice. Yeah, it's insane. I keep watching the news. Watch, if you go onto my New Toy Robot on. Actually, you should probably be able to still see it on here, unless Twitch doesn't really keep these on much. But check out New Toy Robot on. There's a link for my YouTube, and I opened up the origin He-Man and Skeletor. They're very cool. There's some small things I didn't really like too much about them, but check them out. They're definitely worth getting, especially since they did like a complete reaction version of them where they're completely like the original toys, and those are like $40 each. These new He-Man origin figures, they're fantastic. They're only $15. I believe you can still get them, and they have more articulation. They're really cool. Okay, so here we go. Number one, this is one. Here we go. We're bringing the arms out like so, and pushing the fists in. Oh, turning the fists in. Fists are turning in. No, I know, it's funny. The other figures, I was at that Target, and they had, I forgot his name. They had the robot one. They had the robot figure. They had that merman. They had who else did they have? I've been looking for Trapjaw. They didn't have Trapjaw. I don't think Trapjaw's coming out yet. But they had like Man at Arms. I didn't see Tila. They had Tila. They had She-Ra. No one wants. It's funny. No one wants He-Man or Skeletor. I wanted He-Man and Skeletor. I think it was more the nostalgic part. But like, I really want Trapjaw. I want Faker. Do you remember the fake He-Man? Yeah. And they have like Battle Cat. And they had Prince Adam in that weird flying skiff thing. They had There we go, Merman. Yeah, they had. Yeah, She-Ra, Princess of Power. Orko. I don't know. I saw Cyclops. They did have a Cyclops. I didn't see Beastman. There's supposed to be an Orko. These are coming out. Um, but I want Trapjaw. They didn't have Trapjaw. Okay, wait. This is gonna go. Wait, do I turn this? I turn it around, and the head's going up. Okay, this is like that. Is that right? Okay, I'm trying to build. Yeah. I think I'm doing this right. Then this opens like that. Man, okay, this is. It's so weird transforming these things and they're not made of metal. Now we're turning back this way. And we are pushing the legs forward like that. Okay. Turning back around this way. Am I doing this right? I think so. And then this is connecting together. Looks like it's supposed to. Oh yeah, there's a little piece in here that connects together. Like so. Okay. Whoa. It's funny. Walmart will have the flocked version of Skeletor. Oh, Battle Panther, yay. That's, you know what, when I looked at those, I was trying to see if they had that weird fuzziness to them, and I don't think they have them. Probably because, like, all the kids during the 80s were, like, getting on their fingers and ending up eating them, so they probably had a lot of lawsuits. But it didn't look they had that weird flocking things on them. Okay, so that's good like that. Then this goes... Wait, am I doing this right? Wait, that's going to stay... Oh, yeah, this opens like that. Wait, right? Uh-oh. I got lost. What's happening here? Okay. So that's going to go... What is this connecting to? Hold on. I've completely got lost here. No, this is supposed to be like this. So that connects like that. Good. What does this connect to? Okay, then these come out. I hope, oh my god, I hope I can build this thing. I'm trying to get his tail. Oh my god, this is crazy. Does this turn around like that? Okay. I might be too old to transform this thing. Wait, what's happening? Okay, that looks right. Right? Oh, this is sad. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, this bends like that. Okay. Oh my gosh! Why can't I transform this? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna send this to Chicago, and you can finish it because I have no idea. Wait a minute. What is happening? And clearly, these aren't made. These were made specifically for the older kids, adults. There's no way regular kids are. I don't see any 10-year-old or 12-year-old going like, "Oh, this is cool. I'm gonna buy it." And so this is just insane. Why can't I? Okay, hold on. Okay, I think I see what's happening here. Oh, okay, I got it. That makes sense. Okay. That one goes there. Oh, GoBots were so much easier. They look terrible, though. Like, they were fine in vehicle forms, but the robots were good. Well, wait. I remember Leader 1 looking pretty good. Leader 1 looked pretty good. Sidekill, was that the villain? He looked kind of bad. He was that motorcycle. Yeah, GoBots were so much easier. GoBots were a lot easier. So this is supposed to hook into somewhere. I must have missed a step. No, I don't think so. Hold on. Here we go. Hold on. This is starting to seem like something. Hey! There we go. I don't remember Grimlock having such a big butt. Clerks 2! GoBots were the Kmart of Transformers. It's so true, though. Scooter. Oh, that's right. He had that weird voice like, all right, here we go, everybody. Time to fight the bad guys. Like, he had that weird voice, didn't he? Scooter. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Grimlock is starting to be more Grimlocky. That's connecting there like that. Okay, this is pulling out here. Whoa. Okay, that's going to connect down to that. Right? Flipping it over. There's still so many steps. Oh, wait, what? Okay, hold on. So here we go. This is like, oops. That's like that. This goes up. Right? Is that what they're telling me? Oh, yeah. And hi, Hatter. Welcome. Okay. Oh, I think I'm building this right. Welcome, Hatter. You've been missing out, man. I've been stumped on this thing. Okay, this goes. Like, Grimlock's got a big butt, man. This is, I don't remember. This is like. He's thick. Okay. That's like that. This is gonna go there. What? Doo-doo-doo-doo. Okay, wait. That's going to go here. Okay, here we go. That makes more sense. That's going to go into here. That's going to... Okay, now I'm just kind of making this up as I go. I have given up looking at the directions because I feel like I'm totally lost. Grimlock's head's going to go here. This is going to go like this. Yeah, okay. It's working. It's working now. It's working now. Yep, that goes like that. What is that? What is that? Okay. I feel like I'm missing a huge part of the back. I remember, so, like I said, I didn't have Grimlock, but I remember the Grimlock toy when he was transformed looking a lot better than this. Oh, wait, hold on. Did I forget something? I did. Is this supposed to... No, I think that's right. I can't tell if it's molded plastic or not. Okay, so here we go. Here's this. Okay. Is this right? I feel like I'm missing something. What is this piece? There's like some random piece that it's showing me. That's all snapped into place. He's all in here. Let's see. There we go. Let's get back here on. Do-do-do. Okay. No! Wrong one. Hi! Because I love that title so much. Okay, so here is Grimlock. But something's wrong here. I did something weird. I forgot to put something in place. The head was bigger with the original toy. Hatter, did you have Grimlock? I don't remember what Transformers you had. Okay. I feel like I'm missing something. There is a piece. Oh, it's the gun. It's his little blaster thing. It's supposed to go into place here. Where, though? Like so? Like this? No. Oh, you did. Okay. It's close to the 80s version. This one does have a really big tail. Like, it's really, like, I don't remember it looking like this, but this is quite, this is a hefty Grimlock. So this is supposed to go, what am I missing? That's like that. Where does this go? Well, his gun goes somewhere in here. I'm just going to put it there. Since Wheelie can't transform, I'm going to have him riding on Grimlock. This seems weird. So there we go. I I can't believe that Wheelie doesn't transform. That really, it still looks good, but man, that's gonna bug me. Gosh, would it have been so much just to add those extra little bits to make it transform, or at least bend his arms and legs? Because I remember it was the last of the Gen 1 Transformers they brought out. It was just the figures. Like, they didn't transform, but they looked more like the cartoons. And I was fine with it, but I remember the arms at least moved. But he just lives up here somewhere. Oh wait, is that like a little? Oh, there's these little pegs here. Yeah, those touch stickers. Those were awesome because you never knew. That way you could find out if they were a Decepticon or an Autobot. Oh God, those were so cool. And also, remember, it was that red piece of transparency that would go over the original Transformer, so you could see their stats or something like that. That was on the box. That was awesome. This is gonna. I still don't know where the gun connects to. But here's Grimlock. He is cool. He's bigger than I remember, but he is super cool. Oh, I forgot. They have the stand. Hold on, I gotta put him. Okay. It probably works better with the figure when he's transforming. Probably looks better when he's transforming the figure. But look, it's just like the movie. Me, Grimlock, no see bad guys. What was it? What did Wheelie say? Friends fine, look behind. You know. So here we go. Grimlock. Constructicons were awesome. Constructicons were awesome. The Insecticons. That was some of the we'll talk more next week about the different issues and stuff, like the continuity issues, because there was a lot, especially the Insecticons, who were destroyed and reformed, who end up showing up during the last battle scene with Unicron. So we'll go through, talk about that. We're definitely going to talk about the soundtrack. I've got more figures to open up. I'm hoping to finish this off with just a part 2, but who knows, maybe there'll be a part 3. There is one more figure that I'm missing. So there's Blur, Hot Rod, Cup, Jazz, and the one I haven't gotten yet is Scourge. The one that's got the crazy goatee from the Decepticons. So thank you, everybody, for coming to visit the Recovering Collector. Every Monday, 7:15. Keep joining us. There's more shows for New Toy Robot. Wednesdays, we have our Lego build, currently building the 1998 Batmobile. 1989 Batmobile. I'm making my way through that. Oh, RC. They don't have one yet. I was hoping there was an RC from a different version, but I was hoping that they brought out an RC. Maybe there'll be a series 2 of these. But come back on Wednesday for the Lego build. Friday, just draw the damn thing. We're drawing. We have 3 warm-ups. It's lots of fun. Thank you for hanging out with me this evening as we take this look back to 1986 and Transformers the movie. Check me out also on, check out New Toy Robot. Not me. Who cares about me? Check out New Toy Robot at New Toy Robot for Instagram and Twitter. Like I said, YouTube. All these links are here on Twitter, but also the YouTube channel, because we're live on these shows, but not so live on YouTube. So everything that you see here on Twitch, you will be able to see on YouTube. Thank you once again. Thank you once again. My name is Michael Jason Francis, and I will see you soon.